Well, good morning everybody. It's a lovely Saturday morning and this is the first officially spring fungi hunt. I think yesterday was the first day of spring officially, and it is a lovely morning. They say it's going to rain later, so I thought I'd come out nice and early, have a look around one of the small woods, local woods, where I sometimes find the elf cups and bits and pieces. So I thought we'd come and have a look and see what we could find this morning on a lovely morning like this before I do a day's work. So let's go, and thank you everybody for watching the videos. I just want to say thank you to everybody who's subscribing. It's really nice to know that some people appreciate the videos. I just do them while I'm out on my walks. I go for a walk every day for the exercise, or as much as I can, because I've got a job. As a lot of you know, I make glass beads in a lampwork in a flame, so I'm sitting down most of the day. So it's nice to get out and about and get some fresh air whenever possible, most days. And it's really nice that some of you are following the journey of learning about the local fungi that we find when we're out. So please carry on and give us a big thumbs up, like and subscribe, and pass it on and share the videos to your friends or anybody else you think that's interested in fungi and being out in nature. So let's get going and see what we can find on this lovely, clear, a bit chilly Saturday morning. Well, I was just walking around this really damp area, and look what I've come across. A nice single, all on his own, elf cup. Isn't he lovely? Quite mature because he's opened up quite flat, but there you go, the first scarlet elf cup of the morning. And what a lovely one he is too, nice and clean, no mud. There you go, lovely scarlet elf cup. So let's carry on and see what else we can find. Well, I've just come walking past this old tree and look what I found hiding. Two lovely little scarlet elf cups. There we go. That one's just tucked underneath that branch. So that's the second ones we've found this morning. We're having quite a morning so far. So let's carry on and see what others we find. Here we've got some lovely little oysterlings. There we go. Let's see if we can, there we go. Those lovely little oysterlings. And beautiful little gills. Just on this little piece of wood. So let's carry on and see what else we can find. If I pan along this fallen branch, you might find what I found. If I go steadily, keep looking at the underneath. Have you spotted him? A lovely King Alfred cake. Rock solid. As hard as rock. Oh look, there's one on the floor. There's one been knocked off. There we go. Lovely King Alfred cake. And they are like, well, they're as hard as any wood. They are very, very hard. Here they're growing on, what are they growing on? Well, I'm not sure what this, it looks like an old birch tree, but I can't see any more up on the existing tree, but they're on this fallen branch here. And there's the other one there, look. They attach themselves to the trunks and branches of trees. So we'll take this bit home. If you look up King Alfred cake, you'll see that they were used for lots of things. I think they were used for fire. They'd smoulder and they were carried around smouldering, and if you blew on them they'd glow again and you could start lighting a fire from them. So they was a very handy thing for people to carry around if they was in the days when you hadn't got matches and lighters and everything else. They was used quite a lot and they was quite valuable. If you had one that was lit and it was smouldering, it'd smoulder on the inside and you'd always be able to use it to start up your next fire if you moved on that day. So St Alfred cake, there you go, not an edible that I know of. Very, very hard. You can hear that tapping. That is really hard. That's as hard as a piece of concrete. So let's carry on and see what else we can find. Now here we go. We found these. Do you remember? Last week we found these, and they've got even bigger, those two. There you go. And if you remember correctly, I took 3 home with me to try. So now I can give you a real opinion of what I think of eating elf cups, scarlet elf cups. To me, they were nothing special. They tasted okay. I fried them in with some jelly ears and some other mushrooms in butter. They tasted quite nice. Not the sort of thing that you would say, wow, I'm going to collect more of those. So I'm still of the opinion that I would leave them on the floor. I would leave them growing so that people can admire them and leave that little bit of colour on the forest floor this time of year, because let's be honest, we're lacking a lot of fungi this time of year. There's nothing much around. It's quite a dull time in the fungi calendar. But there you go. I tried it. I can now tell you how I honestly felt. They tasted okay, and that's it basically. Nothing to write home about. I won't be collecting more to eat because they're just not worth it. I'd rather see them on the floor growing, putting a bit of colour into nature, as far as I'm concerned. Some people will say they're brilliant, some people will love them, but we've all got different tastes, haven't we? So there you go. That's my opinion on the edibility of a scarlet elf cup. Now I've tried them myself. They're okay. They've not got a huge amount of taste, so I'd rather leave them growing. Well, here we've got a good example of what the candle snuff fungus looks like when it's gone over. Remember those lovely white sort of antler shape fungi that were coming up? And I said to you, the older they get, they'll turn black. Well, there you go. That's where they are. That's where they are now. They're past their best. They've all turned quite black, as you can see. There you go. Candle snuff, well past its best. So I thought you'd just like to see what they look like when they are over. Now we're going to play Spot the Scarlet Elf Cup. There you go. So you've got a clue. We know what we're looking for now. You're looking for that beautiful bright red scarlet colour. Are you ready? I'm going to pan round and we're going to see if you can find what I've just spotted. I've yet to get there and see how many there are, but let's have a look. Here we go. We're panning round. Can you see anything? If I get a bit closer, have you spotted any signs of bright red yet? Don't forget, these might be bright red, but they're well camouflaged. How about there and there? Can you see them now? Right, let's go and have a look. Let's go in and have a look, see what we've got here. Oh, they're growing on one piece of wood, and there's, oh, I can see more. There's more. So there we go. Look at the size of that. That is one big scarlet elf cup. There's a second look on the same piece of wood. There's a third. So let's pick this piece of wood up. Well, let's follow it along first. See if we can see any more. No, there's none that side, and there's none this way. So it's quite loose, look. It's quite a loose piece. Oh, look, there's some underneath. So, that big one has got a friend with it. They're a bit muddy on the underside. That little one there's got a bigger one underneath. And then we've got that young one there, growing. There we go. So they're all growing on that one piece of wood. And I just caught a glimpse of that lovely scarlet red at the corner of my eye. I sort of walked straight by these, because I'll put them straight back exactly how they were, and I'll take some pictures. But as you can see, they were a bit covered up by leaf litter, so they're not the easiest thing to spot. You would think it'd be the opposite, bright red, stand out like a sore thumb on the leaf litter, but no, they seem to be able to hide underneath stuff, dried grass, green grass, moss. They'll tuck down. There we go. So let's move on and see what else we can find. As you can see, I'm just walking up this little path, and look what I found. Now you've got to be able to see these. They are so bright. There we go. Aren't they lovely? I think there's 4 there. No, 3. There's 3 there. I don't think I can move this twig. Oh, there's another one. There is 4. There's another one, look. So we've got 4 lovely scarlet elf cups. Aren't they beautiful? Another new area that I've not found them before. This little wood's giving me a lot of scarlet elf cups this morning. I think if they'd have tasted a lot better than what they do, I'd have been picking some this morning. But there you go, a little group of 4 mature scarlet elf cups. Aren't they lovely? Here we've just got a few common ink caps coming up. There we go. They're coming up here and there at the base of some of the trees. So that's always a good sign of spring. Here we've got another big scarlet elf cup, all on his own. I've not seen him in this area before, but there he is, all on his own. We're getting a lot of solitary elf cups. Usually they're in little groups, but let's have a look on this. No, there's no more on that stick that he's on. He's all on his own. Sorry, I'm trying to get the picture better for you because the sun is quite bright this morning, although we're meant to be having rain by now. But there we go, another single, all on his own, lonely scarlet elf cup. So let's carry on and see how many more we can find. Here you can see we've got a lovely young crop of wild garlic just coming up. There you go, some lovely young wild garlic. You can smell it when you rub against it. Lots and lots coming up in this patch. and that's one of about 5 patches that I've seen this morning, so that's good. We'll be able to collect some more of that soon and let it get a bit bigger now. I've had the first taste. Well, even walking down the path back to the car, there's some lovely scarlet elf caps, but these are so close to the path, look. If I come back, you can see that they've been trod on. But even more, I don't know where they're all coming from. I really don't. I sometimes think, when you think to yourself, right, oh, they're coming up everywhere this year. Oh, I've never seen them there before. No, I've never seen them over there. But I don't think it's that. I think it's just that we don't look everywhere. I've always looked in the same places where I found them the first time. I'll always go back there, say, next year in that same area, and I'll find them again. And because I find them every year, you automatically just go to that area. But this last couple of walks, I've really been giving it a good go and sort of tried different places, and that's why I'm obviously finding them in a lot more areas. So don't forget, when you're out there, just go and have a good look round. Don't just go to one spot, because you might just think that's the only spot that looks good, but they could come up anywhere. These are about 6 inches off the path. Right, that's it for me this morning. I've got a full day. Well, I say a full day, it's now 10 o'clock, but I shall work until late tonight. Lots of beads to make, lots of orders to pack, so it's going to be a bit of a busy day, but at least I can listen to the football this afternoon. So it's been a lovely walk. I found lots and lots of those lovely bright scarlet elf cups, lots of them. There's been lots of jelly ears about, but I think you guys are probably getting a bit fed up with jelly ears. But everything's starting to bud up. All the trees are starting to bud up with their leaf buds. It's really beginning to feel a bit like spring. The rain's kept off for me this morning, but that sky's a very different colour to what it was when I turned up here this morning. Look at that, that's a very different colour. I've been here a couple of hours now, so it's been a good walk, found lots. Hopefully you've stayed until the end. Thank you everybody for subscribing, and those who haven't subscribed yet, it doesn't cost you anything. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, the like button. It all helps build the channel. Let's see this year if we can get up to the 500 mark. Wouldn't it be amazing if we could? We need another, getting on for 50, I think. So let's give it a go and see what we can do. Hopefully, as spring gets more in its stride, I'll be able to start bringing you more content. At the moment, it's, as everybody who knows anything about fungi, it's a really slow time of year. Unless you've got a lot of bracket fungus here, there and everywhere, which there isn't much in these small new woods. Soon be morels about, but I live in that part of the country that isn't great for morels. We've got no chalky soil, where they do love chalk. They love chalky soil, morels do. We can find them on, you find them on gravel paths and wood chip. That's about the only places I find them. I don't find them growing in these little local woods, and I've yet to find any at Thetford Forest. So if anybody goes to Thetford Forest and they do find morels, or they have in the past, let me know, because I sometimes wonder if I should give up looking at Thetford Forest. But if anybody does, just give me a, I don't want to know whereabouts. I'm not that obvious of trying to pinch someone else's morels. I just want to know if they can be found there, and if they are, I can carry on and keep looking in different areas. But until then, everybody, get out if you can. It's going to be wet today, but tomorrow, Sunday, it's going to be a lovely day apparently. It's going to be nice and dry. So if you can, get out there and have a look round, get some fresh air in your lungs and have a look and see what you can find. And while you're out there, you know what to do. Keep your eyes open.